Hello guys, let's start English Literature Cultural Studies Part 5 question and answer videos. Question number 1. According to Stuart Hall, which term describes the process by which media messages are interpreted differently by audiences? These are the options: encoding, decoding, representation, interpellation, cultural imperialism. Let's see. Answer is A, encoding, decoding. Stuart Hall's encoding decoding models explain how audiences actively interpret media messages differently based on their cultural backgrounds and experiences. Next question. Which concept did Raymond Williams introduce to explain how dominant culture shape societal values? These are the options. Option A, structure of feelings. Option B, ideological state apparatus. Option C, mimicry. And option D, double consciousness. Let's see the answer. Structure of feelings. Raymond Williams introduced structure of feelings to describe the lived experiences and values shaped by dominant culture but not yet fully formalized. Next question. In cultural studies, hybridity most closely relates to which idea? These are the options. Pure cultural traditions, the merging and mixing of different cultural identities, preservation of native culture only, and the last option, the superiority of colonizers' culture. Let's see the answer. Merging and mixing of different cultural identities. In cultural studies, hybridity refers to the blending of different cultural traditions, leading to new identities and forms of expression. Let's see the next question. Who coined the term third space in the context of cultural identity? Option A, Stuart Hall. Option B, Homi K. Bhabha. Option C, Franz Fanon. And option D, Michael Foucault. Let's see the answer. That is Homi K. Bhabha. He coined the term third space to describe the in between space where hybrid cultural identities are formed. Let's see the next question. What does Bell Hook emphasize in her analysis of popular culture? Option A, the importance of economic structures, the reproduction of colonial power, the intersection of race, gender, and class, and option D, the dominance of elite culture. Let's see the answer. That is the intersection of race, gender, and class. Bell Hooks emphasizes the intersectionality of race, gender, and class in the production and reception of popular culture. Let's move on to the next question. Which theorist argued that culture is a site of struggle between different classes and social groups? These are the options: Michael Foucault, Stuart Hall, Raymond Williams, and Gayatri Spivak. What will be the answer? Let's see. Raymond Williams. Raymond Williams argued that culture is a battlefield where different social groups compete to assert their meanings and values. Let's move on to the next question. In cultural studies, the term counter hegemony refers to option A, total acceptance of dominant ideologies, efforts to challenge and resist dominant ideologies, option C, assimilation into mainstream culture, and option D, complete withdrawal from cultural engagement. Let's see the answer. Efforts to challenge and resist dominant ideologies. In cultural studies, counter hegemony refers to the efforts to challenge and resist the dominant cultural norms and ideologies. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Which of the following best describes cultural mechanism, sorry, cultural materialism in literary studies? Option A, focus on timeless aesthetic values, study of culture in relation to political and economic context, preservation of the elite literary canon, and the final option is separation of culture from material life. Let's see the answer. Study of culture in relation to political and economic context. Explanation. Cultural materialism analyzes literary texts by connecting them to the political, historical, and economic conditions of their time. Let's move on to the next question. What does the term diaspora primarily refers to in cultural studies? Option A, the process of internal colonization, the experience of displacement and cultural identity across different geographic spaces, the local traditions maintained in villages, and option D, the study of ancient civilization. This diaspora, the term diaspora is being asked. Let's see the answer. That is, diaspora is the experience of displacement and cultural identity across different geographical spaces. Okay, let's move on to the next question. According to Homi K. Bhabha, what role does ambivalence play in colonial discourse? Options are: it reinforces the authority of the colonizer, it creates uncertainty and instability in colonial power relations, it leads to complete independence of the colonized, it strengthens traditional colonized narratives. Okay, let's see the answer. It creates uncertainty and instability in colonial power relations. Homi Bhabha's idea of ambivalence in colonial discourse reveals how colonial authority is often undermined by the mixed and contradictory responses it provokes in the colonized. We have seen 10 questions in this video. We will again make another video again containing 10 questions. It will be useful for your UGC NET upcoming UGC NET English literature exam. Till then, goodbye and good luck.